I'm Johan Tasker, Chief Reporter at Farmers Weekly magazine, and I'm here at Stoneleigh Park. Just a few years ago, this was home to the Royal Show. In a few years' time, if the government gets its way, there could be a new attraction. HS2, the high-speed rail link between London and Birmingham, will pass straight through the park. So we've come to the NFU to ask them what they think about what is probably Britain's most controversial rail project since the 19th century. Okay, so we're here, and then in a few years' time this won't be a car park at what was the Royal Showground. This will be the HS2 train line, and it's quite a difficult subject because a lot of farmers are against it, but at the same time the NFU wants the farming industry to be seen as a modern go-ahead industry. So how do you strike that balance as an organisation?
Well, our view is that to represent our members the best we can is to deal direct with government and with High Speed 2 on the issues that will arise if and when the line is built, particularly on compensation, mitigation, make sure payments done at the right time, and so on and so forth. And that's where we see our strong point.
So what sort of difference do you think it would make to Stoneleigh Park, say?
I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. It cuts off one corner of the site, and I don't think it will make that much difference.
And what would you say to any farmers who've got concerns about the line passing either close to them or through their farm?
Well, clearly it's up to them to decide whether they want to object personally.
As I understand it, there's some situations where farmers who aren't eligible at the moment to get compensation because they aren't closely affected enough are actually buying up small parcels of land or trying to purchase fields so that they are eligible for compensation. Is that something that you've come across, or?
No, I've not come across that. Clearly the government said if you buy land now knowing that the project's going ahead, in a sense you take the responsibility for that. If you buy land on the route, then yes, you will be compensated, but you won't get anything extra.
Right. So it's a little bit of a risky strategy if you think that you can mitigate some of your losses perhaps, or some of the effect by trying to...
Yeah, I mean, you've got to be careful what you're doing. I mean, it may be if you can buy land in advance, you can benefit, because you're losing land from the railway, you can pick up land now to replace it. But, it'll be at the time when compulsory purchase orders are served, that will begin to fix the compensation that you get.
Right. I mean, they're talking about 18 trains an hour. That's going to be a lot of trains and a lot of passengers.
That's right. Yeah. So that's as I understand it. I'm not a railway engineer, but as I understand it, that's the ultimate capacity once it's built.
Okay. HS2 is going to involve some major engineering and earthworks. Each July, thousands of people used to cross this bridge to come into the showground. Now, HS2 means a new bridge must be built to take the train track. So will HS2 get built? The consultation runs until the 29th of July, and even after then there's a long way to go. But one thing's for sure, a lot of people will be having their say.